Welcome to my latest mashup. I'm Kelly Fitzgerald, and today's mashup is going to show you how you can use Google Slides, plus a GIF, and a great website that I just learned about from Bruce Mercer called Sumo Paint. You combine all three of them and it can create an animated dictionary. So let's look at some examples and then I'll show you how to make them. This would be a great tool to have kids make the animated dictionaries and then they take ownership of the words. So as you can see here on my slide, I've got fish swimming in the background to show animation. And then the Sumo Paint is what took the lettering away so that you can see the fish in the background. So for this, you're going to need three different tools. You're going to need the Make GIF Video Capture extension. You're going to need the Sumo Paint website, and then you're going to need Google Slides. Here's another example. So here we have the word geyser. And I have in the background an actual geyser happening to represent what that word means. And then if you take this up, you can see I have the definition here. So the kids can put the definition for the animated word that is taking place and then hide it to test themselves and then bring it up to see, do they know how to describe this word? Now in some cases you might not have a GIF that can happen. So what I did here is I took two words by inserting word art and then I grouped them together to make a right angle, so no matter how I turn it, it's always going to simulate the right angle right here. So here's another way to make it so it's not a constant animation, but you can animate it yourself. So now let's look at how we do this. Okay, so over here I have a blank Google Slides, and I have mine set up to be widescreen 16 by 9. I'm going to create the word harvest. So I'm going to go to Insert, Word Art, and then I'm going to type in all caps, harvest, and then hit Enter. Okay, so I'm going to change it to be a different font that is a more bold font. Now you could insert text, but what I like about inserting word art is if I stretch the word art, it automatically stretches it for me as opposed to text having to go through and do the font size. Okay, so now I need to go up and I'm going to fill the color and I'm going to use white. And then for the line, I'm going to have that as transparent. Now you can't see the word. The next step I need to do is I need to change the background to be a certain color, a darker color, so the white comes in. So I'm going to go to Change Background, so I right-clicked, Change Background, and then color here, I need to choose what color I want it to be. Now I'm going to do a harvest, and so it's going to be some beiges and some greens going on in my picture, being that it's going to be in a field. So I kind of want something to contrast it. So I'm going to choose a dark blue and then I'm going to hit done. So you see my word harvest. Now I need to go to File, Download As, and I want it to be a PNG on my desktop and hit Save. Sorry, you can see that I have a lot of stuff on my desktop going on right now. So now that I have my word, I'm going to go to my Sumo Paint website. You can sign in using Google. So I'm going to click Google. I had already activated it, so it's recognizing me. And then I'm going to do Try Online. When it first comes up, it has a white background, so I'm just going to quickly go to File and New Image. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to title this Harvest. And then I want my background not to be white, I want it to be transparent. And then I know that my pixel size is 960 by 540. And the reason I know this, if you do not know, you can come over here and see this is the canvas size that I have. And if I go to Page Setup, it says 16 by 9. But if I come down to Custom and change this to Pixel, it will tell me that 960 by 540 is what widescreen 16 by 9 means. So that's how I know this is what I'm setting mine up to. And then I'm going to click OK. Once I have my canvas that's transparent, I'm going to go to File and Open from Computer. And then over here, there's this magic wand tool. If I click on the magic wand tool and I click inside the H, you can see that it is selected. I can hit the delete button and it turns the H to be transparent. I can also click in the A and right click and then do clear selection. So I'm going to quickly go through. And this one I'll do again. When I select it, I can right click and do clear selection. So now I have just the blue with harvest, which is transparent. And I'm going to go back up to File, save to my computer. I'm going to name this Harvest Trans, and then hit save. So my next step is I need to capture a video. Now if your students don't have access to YouTube, you can capture these and put them in Drive and have them download them to use them themselves. So what I'm going to do is over here my extension, which is my Make GIF, I found in my location on my YouTube video where I wanted to start it. So I'm going to pause it here, and when I hit start, it's actually going to start to play the video for me, and then I'm going to hit done at the point that I want it to finish. And there we go. So I have my GIF that is going on over here, and now I'm going to tell it to generate. It was giving me a preview. It's encoding the frames real quickly for me, and then I'm going to click save. I want this to be harvest. So now I'm going to come back to my animated dictionary, and I'm going to add a new blank slide. I'm going to find on my desktop where the GIF is, and I'm going to drag it into the Google slide, and then I'm going to quickly make it bigger. So now I have my animation that's going on in the background, and the next thing I want to do is I want to put in my word harvest. So I'm going to go to Insert, Image, and then I'm going to drag the harvest picture with the transparent lettering, and here's my animated picture for harvest. I've got it going on in the background, I've got the word in front of it. Now all I need to do is add my definition. Now this might not be the exact definition you want them to come up with. You might want them to pull the definition from online or in a dictionary, or perhaps them to come up with their own definition, whatever you would like. And this is how you can quickly make an animated dictionary using these three tools: the Make GIF video capture extension, the Sumo Paint website, and Google Slides. I hope you learned something new.